How to act quiet and mysterious. So you want to be someone that's more quiet, but at the same time, you want to have this air of mystery. And thus, if you're someone that's looking for those traits, you're in the right spot. And thus, in this video, I want to talk about how you can become more quiet and mysterious. So I hope you're excited. And with that said, let's get started. Number 1, shorten your sentence. So if you're someone that wants to be more quiet, but at the same time more mysterious, it's very important that you shorten your sentence. The reason you want to do so is because if you're someone that wants to be more quiet, obviously it's very important to minimize the amount you speak. And at the same time, by shortening your sentence, you also create this air of mystery. So a good example for this is that if someone's going to ask you, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? A correct answer would be one where you minimize the words you use in a sentence. So if you know you're not particularly going to do anything special, you can simply say nothing, and this way they won't have any idea what you're gonna do, and at the same time you've only used one word. An incorrect example would be that if someone asks you, what are you gonna do for the rest of the day? You're gonna tell them that you're gonna read a book, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna have a shower. It's too detailed. Don't do that, because if you're someone that wants to be more quiet and mysterious, try to minimize the words you use in a sentence. Number 2, control your emotions. So if you're someone that wants to be more quiet and mysterious, obviously you don't want to make a scene because you want to be this quiet, mysterious individual. So try to have control over your emotions. Because if you have control over your emotions, you can get rid of the temptations and the temper where you will let go of your emotions. And then you end up doing something you'll regret. Because for example, if you get extremely angry, you start shouting. Obviously, this way you won't end up being this quiet, mysterious individual. And thus it's very important to have more control over your emotions. Because this way you can keep yourself in a calm demeanor and at the same time create this air of mystery. Number 3, actions speak louder than words. And not in a conventional way that you've always heard this. So what I mean by this is that sometimes it's better to show actions rather than to speak a lot. Because you are an individual that wants to be more quiet and at the same time wants to create this air of mystery, right? And thus, perhaps the next time someone says hi, you can still respond to them because you don't want to be rude, but respond in a different way. So instead of saying hi, just nod back or just give a quick smirk like this. Because this way you still keep the air of mystery without being this rude individual, and at the same time you can still be quiet because you've still communicated to the other individual but non-verbally by using your body language. And thus, if you're someone that wants to be more quiet and a mysterious individual, try to look for ways where you can non-verbally communicate and still keep this air of mystery. Number 4, stay calm. So what I mean by this is that sometimes if there's a lot of people talking, you always want to have your input as well. I mean, not everyone, but some of us do, right? And thus, every time you get the opportunity to say something, you jump at it. You're like, this is my opportunity to join the conversation. And if you're someone that wants to be more of this quiet, mysterious individual, obviously, don't jump at this opportunity. Sometimes it's better to just let it go, let the other individuals talk, and you just stay there and enjoy their conversation. And this will also allow you to become a better active listener. And usually what happens is that all the individuals will invite your input because they're constantly seeing that you're not talking, you're just listening to them. And thus they'll feel more inclined to introduce you to the conversation, because now they might be quite surprised and curious as to what your input is, because you don't necessarily feel like you need to put it out there, which also makes you come across as more high value because you're just staying quiet. You don't necessarily feel like you need to prove to others. You don't necessarily need to jump at the opportunity of joining the conversation, and this is another added benefit. And finally, number 5, close smile. So if you're someone that wants to create this air of mystery while still wants to stay quiet, you don't necessarily want to grab others' attention, you just want to live your own life, keep yourself calm, but still make other people curious about you. Try to have a close smile, or at least a smirk from time to time, because this way it will look like that you know something that they don't. A lot of times people ask you, why are you smiling a bit? Why do you have this smirk? A lot of people will be curious as to why you're having this smirk, and then this way you can just nod like there's nothing going on, or even say nothing, which will increase the air of mystery. And those were the 5 ways on how you can act quiet and mysterious. So I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you did, please leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and also consider to hit the subscribe button. We're very close to 20k subscribers, and thus by you subscribing, you really help the channel out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate your time, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye.